Every player dreams of becoming world champion, and that dream is about to be a reality.
Hello, welcome back to Switched On. My name's Paul, and today is episode 2 of our Snooker 19 career mode on the Nintendo Switch, where we're playing as Stephen Maguire. And what I've done, is played the Yushan World Open qualifiers. We drew Stephen Hullworth again and dispatched him 3-1. So we're through to the China Open. But I thought I'd skip that qualifier. So we're on to the Kaspersky Riga Masters, which we qualified by also beating Stephen Hullworth. And this should be a game to entertain us as we play Robbie Williams in the first round. First to three frames. And here we are. We're giving Stephen a bit of a dress up. And he's got a grey shirt on.
Time to sit back and enjoy the first round of this season's first ranking event, the Riga Masters here in Latvia.
Here we go. No angel, Robbie Williams, but he will be breaking us off. And that's not a good start, is it? Straight into the pocket. Imagine starting your season by going in off.
Let's see what he settles for.
And
he's going to play on here.
Potting the white. Awesome start by Robbie there. Right then, so let's see if we can take advantage of that mishap.
He's lining this one up to the pocket.
Drop this one in. Probably not going to be on a great colour.
Oh,
well,
to creep into his game.
Both players make bad starts to this season. Should not have missed that. Here we go. Now, I felt, just while we get started here, I felt the first episode maybe dragged a little bit. Didn't really get much feedback, so it'd be helpful to get some feedback what you guys think. So I'm going to try and edit this video a little bit more and maybe skip some of the, certainly some of the AI thinking and some of the lesser important shots and try and make it a little bit more entertaining for watching. So, not a bad start there for Robbie Williams. After going in off to break and then pretty awful failure of mine to take advantage. So we'll try it again.
Thrilled with that.
No, you won't be thrilled with that because we've lost position on the black and that should have been really a great chance. But, we're in pretty healthy condition. The reds is well split. We're going to take this blue. Come off the cushion at a bit of an angle. Try and hold for the red to the bottom left corner. And then we can just roll through onto the black for that one. And we should be in a pretty decent position after that.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Don't know why we're using a massive rest there. It's a kind of a bug that's in this game. Not just unique to the Switch version, it's in all versions of the game. Some weird rest usage. Now then, see if we can just drop this in and come in behind that red and dislodge it off the cushion a little bit.
That could have finished a little better.
Right idea, poor implementation, because it's now kind of tucked us up quite badly, so that wasn't good. Sure we can make that red squeeze through there. Come off the cushion, back down for a colour.
What an excellent pot that is.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
We can use the blue there. Probably that red, that loose red to the right will be the one that will look to pot just now. Looks the best option of a few, so we need to stun on that, but it's going to be tricky to excuse me. Tricky to get position on that, so and is that blue got the legs? It just is going to go, isn't it? Beautiful. But we're
nicely onto a red.
Pretty 20. Tucked up for a red here. If that goes, which I think it does do, just about, we should be able to just roll through onto the black. And we're in pretty good position now.
21.
quick survey of the table, so we should be okay. I'm looking to cannon off that red and leave us with a straight red to the bottom right pocket.
Very well played.
Worked perfectly. So again, we can just roll through on this red. And should be nicely on the black. Very nice indeed.
29.
And a good little break here to start the match after our first shot was a little nervy. Now if we can come off here, we should be able to get to that red into the side pocket. Pretty much like that. And we've got a decent enough angle on that red to get down for the black, so that's perfect. Ooh, overcooked
That's
that.
loose. He wants more
Overcooked that
control
by
there.
some way. That's a shame. It's kind of what we've got to get back into my game. You know, certainly getting the hang of potting, but positional play still letting me down a little bit. We could probably get this black in.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And luckily enough, we have been
Positional
left
play there.
on a couple of reds. I think that one's going to be a bit tight.
44.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, but that's fine. We can just take this red to the far corner
Tricky pot.
and roll through for the blue.
That's a fabulous ball.
Again, not ideal position on the blue.
Here. He's played that very well.
Not where we want it to be anyway. I mean, we can still pot it. That's not a problem. But it's not
He's
exactly
aiming for the left corner here.
where we want it to be. Let's give that a little bit more power.
Down it goes.
Wonderful shot.
Nice break this, and this really is looking like frame over already.
$51.
Little bit of side to come off the cushion here. And hopefully be left with that red to the side pocket, to the bottom right pocket. Might not have an angle on that. That's... Oof, should just have an angle on it.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Need a bit more power than that. And we should pop out the other side for the blue, hopefully.
Excellent pot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Oh, it's not too bad, is it? That isn't too bad at all. Now then, frame pretty much secure. What we're going to need to do is get into the pack and hope for a decent split. So let's try that.
That split is not bad at all. Great.
Fingers crossed. That red doesn't go down. That wasn't too bad either, was it? So I think from here we are pretty safe.
Just the red required.
And there we
That's an
go.
absolutely
So that's the frame.
outstanding pot.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
65.
Still struggling with the switch controls. I've reached out to the developers to see if they're going to be updating the switch controls at all. Because they're
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
far from ideal.
Nicely done.
And it wasn't just me, thankfully. A couple of other YouTubers that I've watched have also had
71.
problems with the sensitivity of the switch control. So I'm glad it wasn't just me.
He's tempted by this red.
Kind of a shot to nothing here because we don't really need to pot it. Nice if it goes in to keep the break going.
Oh, that's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
72.
Now, I've never made a century. This is currently the biggest break I've ever made. So that gives you some idea of my skill level.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
But yeah, never made 100. So could be on course
But hasn't really worked out
for that.
77.
Looking for a little cannon here. Quite a nice shot. Oh, it doesn't quite come off, but that's fine. Still, I say it's the highest break I've achieved. Wasn't quite the ton we wanted, but
77.
started
Conceded. Frame,
with
Stephen Maguire.
a nice break to get the first frame.
Now the frame is his.
He's got a one-frame advantage now, and will be looking to build on that lead by taking this next frame.
So we'll take on this second frame and we'll break off. Doesn't look too bad. Should just drop us behind the green. Should be pretty safe. Don't think we've left anything on there. There's a long red. It's a risky shot. Maybe if you was Williams, knowing you're up against one of the better players, you may take that risk. Because all he's done now is just open up the pack. And this could be curtains pretty quickly for
He's lining up the long red to the corner here.
the former Take That member. Oof, just about drops. Didn't quite get through enough on the pink, but that's fine. We can take the blue.
Tough shot
And we'll
coming up.
come off the top cushion.
Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out great, that
6.
kind of... yeah, we've got nothing on really. So that's a shame. What to do. I think we'll just try it and get back up into bulk. Oh, got a lucky kiss then because we was really motoring. And that slowed us down. So we can sit up there reasonably safe. I don't think there's anything on.
6.
Well, I would say Robbie Williams got to take those long chances now. You would fancy.
Well,
Oh, that's a poor shot.
Careless.
Foul. Robbie Williams, 4.
Didn't get anywhere near enough backspin.
Not the quality we'd expect from a player of his skills.
So here's a big chance. Missed pot by Williams. The reds are nicely split. The black's available.
Pace
So it's
is
just
key.
a matter of getting on with it now.
1.
Should be able to make a decent break from here if we don't make any mistakes.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
Commentators didn't like that. Maybe because we finished a bit flush on the cushion. Just hopefully pop round here for the black.
9.
Now then, the next shot is going to be a little bit tricky. I think what we'll do is... So we're going to try and cannon into one of those reds to dislodge them. Wasn't a worse shot. Could probably get the red to the middle, I think, from there.
This isn't easy.
And come up for the blue.
Excellent shot.
He really looks in
Overcooked
fine
that a
form
little
at the
bit.
moment.
17.
Look, options over here with the green. Maybe able to cut that red to the top corner. Should go.
Well, he's taking it on. No,
No.
not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless.
Well, rushed out a little bit.
Stephen
But
Maguire, 20.
Reasonably safe. That's a tricky shot for Robbie Williams. It's a long red, but again, he's got to take those on. And he misses. So we should be tucking this match away, really.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
It's a better pot.
Tremendous shot.
He's playing very well here.
1.
This is a half chance. That's a great...
That's a really nice pot.
What
Great
a
position on that red.
wonderful pot.
Into the far right corner. Probably just gone a couple of inches further than we'd like it to.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
And again, just getting those fine margins. I mean, that's
Excellent
just
cueing.
overcooked on the black. You know, it was kind of the right angle, but just too much power. But that's going to come in practice.
This is an
Should
easy.
be able to get
No problem
around the
there.
table.
Great technique. Superb cueing.
Well, we've kind of a load of reds lined up here. We've also got that red in the top corner, so I think we might get rid of that. Screw back for the brown.
13.
We could play the blue here, actually. I think I might play the blue. And then just travel through a little bit
Tricky pot coming up.
and just sit on one of those reds to the far corner. That's
Missed pot.
too much again, but we've missed the pot anyway. Would have been out of position.
Stephen Maguire,
So
13.
another slight mistake that Williams can't take advantage of. I'm just going to pop up and down the table.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
That's a good pot. Finally, Williams finds his pot in range. Hasn't really left himself much on. The
Well,
pink
it
to the
goes. Half
centre
chance
maybe
here.
goes. He's gone for a long green and missed it and potted the red. Potted the white.
He's gone in off.
Foul. Robbie Williams, 1. Stephen Maguire, 4.
He's elected to play on here.
And we will play on from now.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
That's
And in
perfect.
it goes.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
Well,
One.
so that's perfect. Is that going to sneak past that red? I don't think it possibly will. I don't think that goes. Ah, that's a shame. We'll take the yellow.
That's poor. He should have potted
Wow.
that.
Wasn't a great shot either, was it?
Stephen Maguire, 1.
Too much power. And again, it's left the table fairly open, and a better player would punish that. Let's see if Williams can punish it. Got a
3,
nice yellow and a good split on the reds there. So really from here, he should
4,
be taking this frame, though I wouldn't bet on it with the lower AI. I think he was ranked in the 60s though, so it's not as if like it's one of the worst players. You never know.
19, 20, 22, 23, 30,
You have to say Williams is favourite for the frame now. He's just 9 points behind. Although
Just
the colours
to
are
go.
all over the place a little bit.
32.
It's a good yellow. Oh, it's
Robbie
Mr.
Williams,
Green.
32.
Well, this
So, this pot
Isn't-
in the right corner.
an easy shot. Oh, well played.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
3,
Runaway position a little bit on the brown, but it's not like it's an impossible shot.
So, this pot into the right corner.
It needs to hold.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Well,
7,
that's a tricky blue. 14 in front with 18 left on the table. And this isn't an easy pot.
This pot to leave his opponent requiring snookers.
Go on, in you go. Yes. So, second frame, pretty much confirmed.
Oh, no doubt.
Great pot.
18,
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
And finish off the framing style. So, a 2-0 lead. Nicely done.
25. And the frame, Stephen Maguire.
And that is the frame. Well played.
That's a 2-frame lead now.
Thank you. The third frame, Robbie Williams to break.
I think a better player would have punished us. Well, mistake from Williams, and we've seen a few of those in this match. As he really picks the wrong option. Can we take advantage in this potentially last frame?
1,
Leaves us with a slightly trickier black than we'd hope. Still very potable. Now, in real life, it would obviously be a very tricky shot, this one, because we're over the top of the pack, but thankfully, even though we'll have to have little choice but to put some top spin on, we should just be able to drop this in without too many problems and come round for the black.
9,
I want to come off the cushion here at a bit of an angle to come round for those loose reds. That's pretty much perfect.
16,
Lovely shot. I didn't quite have the power required, and it's going to be a very, very difficult black. Pretty fine cut on that black.
Very
Let's give it a
tricky
go.
shot coming up.
Oh,
That's
great
a
shot.
really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
24,
want to come out of this situation for a colour, though with the black is kind of potable if we can play this right.
Playing for the middle pocket.
Lovely.
25.
And yeah, we're going to start running into problems here. We've got maybe that red on the side cushion. We give this a bit of welly. Hopefully come out on that left-hand cushion. Well, it's a bit harder than we'd hoped, but it's the kind of the idea was there. It's just going to make it a very
32.
higher degree of difficulty to get that red in, but it should still pose no problems. And should still leave us
This won't be easy.
in a reasonable position for the black. Yeah, that's nice.
Brilliant. What a pot.
Got a nice angle on the black there to come out for the red
33.
on the right hand side of the table.
Not the best shot.
Oh, that was a very... missed that by a mile. Right, it looked to be going in.
Maguire,
You know, the
33.
aiming aid looked to be set up okay. Missed it by a mile.
3.
Williams hasn't done himself many favours there and completely misses the pack.
Foul and a miss. Robbie Williams, 3. Stephen Maguire, 4. Free ball.
Well, the ball's
So we've got a
forward,
free
so to
ball.
speak. Let's see what he decides to do here.
I think we're going to force a
Been asked to play
retake.
again.
And again misses.
Foul and a miss.
Again, this is a problem. I think we mentioned it in the last video of the AI.
Well, let's see what he chooses.
If you force them to retake a shot they've missed, they've
I have to warn you, if you fail to hit a ball on
struggled
this
to
stroke,
hit.
the frame will be awarded to your opponent.
Just hearing the referee there saying that was his last chance to hit the ball. Otherwise, a frame would have been awarded by default to me. I think we'll just run into the pack here. Play it pretty safe. Maybe a red to the right middle would be a hell of a shot though. And it's just a little safety from Robbie. We're just going to play that safe. Although red has squirted out there that is potable. So that wasn't ideal. Missed it anyway.
Missed the pot.
So we've got the pack fairly well split, but the black is buried in amongst them. So we're going to have a go at this red. Try and get the black out,
That's
which,
an unforced error.
well, it's unlucky. It's the trouble when you go into the pack like that. We've come out and absolutely snookered ourselves on any colour, which isn't ideal. The best maybe we could do is play up and down for the brown. But it's going to be a tricky shot for sure.
He could leave his opponent on if he doesn't control the cue ball.
Looks good. Oh, it might come back. Oh, that is such a shame. Such fine margins. So, choice to Robbie Williams.
That's a pretty poor attempt.
Foul and a miss. Stephen Maguire, 1.
Plays on.
Robbie Williams, 4. 1.
Some 34 points behind.
7.
Plenty of points left on the table.
8.
Nice red. Good positioning to the black. Ooh, he's
12.
lucky not to go in off then.
13.
Missed the
Robbie
blue.
Williams, 13.
He fancies this red.
Just look to dislodge the pink if we can.
What a shot that is.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
1.
And then we want to stun across for the red, loose red to the right of the pink. wants to hold up, or is it going to be snookered by the blue? We should be able to get through there. That should be fine. Come round the table here and onto the pink, onto the black maybe.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Not a great angle, certainly with the reds that are left. Want to come off the cushions
Half a chance here.
and go across the table. Bit too hard unless it slows up a bit. Might still have an angle on that red on the right cushion.
14.
Indeed we do. So say a lot of this game is practice, and it's a lot like real snooker. It's a good simulation. Not perfect, there's still problems with some of the physics, but generally
along the cushion here.
the physics are good. And like real snooker, it's about learning your angles.
15.
And this is another particularly tricky pot. Not really going to be able to get any
Just the black
backspin
required
on the
here.
ball. This is, I think that's going to be too risky of a shot. Pink doesn't go. Change my mind. I will try this very
A
tricky,
number of options here. The balls haven't really changed, but the more you look, the harder it gets.
very tricky cut. Comes off. Lucky bounce off the cushion.
Fuming about that.
Well, we're not going to be on a red, but
22.
it's all points in the bank. Very careful not to leave a red on in this position. Pretty
Stephen
safe
Maguire,
there. Good shot.
22.
Robbie actually find one of these snookers, so he's made a bit of a mistake here. That means that we should be okay now to win this match.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Tremendous pot.
Wanted a little bit more of an angle on that black so we could come up for the yellow, but it's not the worst shot in the world. But we should be home and hosed from here. Yeah, we should be fine.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Oh dear.
Would you believe it?
10.
Well, we're far enough ahead, but the trouble is we still need to make contact with this green.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
We don't want to foul on the green and give him 4 points. That's a great shot. That'll do, and that may well be the game.
Stephen Maguire, 10. Frame conceded.
Frame conceded, match conceded, a
Stephen Maguire.
fairly straightforward 3-0 win. Still not playing the best snooker that I can play, but we'll take a 3-0 win. Highest rate of 77, and a pretty easy win there. So let's see who we got in the next round for the next video. Just as we look at that, just want to thank you for watching. If you have, these videos don't tend to do tremendously well, but I really enjoy playing snooker, so hopefully someone somewhere will find some entertainment and some value in these videos. Snooker 19 on a Nintendo Switch. There's plenty of gameplay videos out there on other consoles, but not too much of the Switch, so hopefully people that are thinking of picking this up on the Switch may get some value out of this. And look at that for the next round. Ali Carter, ranked 17th. Could have been a kinder draw, but that's what you get when you're getting deeper into these competitions. You've got to play against the better players. So, second round match against Ali Carter. And that should be a real good one for the next video. So, hopefully you'll join me for that one. Be up in the next few days. And thanks again for watching. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.